learning Dale's way. If you're new here, well then thank you for checking out my video and spending some time with me. If you have been here before, welcome back. So happy to have you here again. In this video, I'm going to flip through these 4 sticker books that I got from TEMU. Not sponsored at all. I do quite well, not quite regularly, but I have shopped on TEMU in the past for different things. I've got my ceiling fan light combo from TEMU, etc. And that was one of my goals for the year, to get ceiling fans in the office and in the bedroom. And I knew I wouldn't be able to afford an electrician to put in a big one, so I managed to get some that just screwed into the light socket, and they worked wonders. We had a heat wave, severe heat warning here this week. Thursday was 38 degrees, which I did not like. My car said it was 41 when I got back into it, so I was very happy to have the fans on those days. But enough with that. I got these. It's Mr. Paper is what it says here, and there's 20 pieces. Unfortunately, you can't really read too much of what the description on the back is, as it's all in Chinese characters. They are made in China, and I think they're a set because they're the 4 and they came together. I think they're a set. I know you can get other books on TEMU that are very similar, but the fact that the font is the same on the front, I think these 4 are a particular set. So let's go through them. There's only 20 pieces, and I have looked, I will admit, I have had a quick look. There seems to be 2 pages of each design. So there's this purpley one, which is Wonderland Outside the Window. And the artwork is great. I'm going to go out on a limb, and I don't know for sure, but I'm going to go out on a limb and say that these are probably AI-generated, computer-generated images and not actual artists' work or renditions. But, you know, you get what you pay for, and they weren't very expensive. And for personal use, i.e. scrapbooking in your planner, your journal, whatever, I think they will probably be fine. If you were looking to support artistic communities, you wouldn't do this. You would buy something from Etsy or something like that. And I do hope, I don't know, as I said, I do hope that these images haven't stolen artworks from any official artists. But, you know, there are only so many ways you can draw a window, really. So, but yes, anyway, this page is on clear, and as you can see, it's the windows. I love the arch sort of themed windows, very country cottage type vibes with the flower boxes, and this one looks a bit French provincial and stuff like that. And they are on clear, like, where's my tweezers gone? Oh, there they are, because I've lost my tweezers, but no, they're just on the desk buried in all the stuff. Let's see if I can peel it off. Yes, see, so this is a clear sticker. And then when we turn the page, you get the same design, but these are on paper. As I said, there's only 20 pages, so that's 1 design. This is 2 designs, and again, 1 clear, 1 paper. Love that. I got this book mainly because of the purple hues, because as you can see on the front, it's very purpley, and purple's my favourite colour. 3rd set of windows and designs, very nice, and on the paper, it's a very crisp image. Love the girls, very princess, very romantic, renaissance-y. I have just finished watching Bridgerton again. but not quite Bridgerton. So yeah, but very nice, very romantic. Okay, and these are not windows as such. These are archways or arbors, pergolas, whatever you want to call them, but definitely something you would find in castles or, you know, formal gardens and things. This reminds me similar to the pergola out of the one with the Sound of Music. I couldn't think of it. It's not exactly the same, but just the columns, etc. And again, clear and on paper. So very, very nice. The pages. Okay, so this is a Live, Love, Posh book compared side by side to this one. And as you can see, Live, Love, Posh is definitely bigger, and Live, Love Posh is the same size book as Kill of a Plan, Amber and Mojo, etc. And this is a Happy Planner book, and as you can see, it is not quite as tall as Happy Planner, but it is just that little bit wider. So it's an odd-shaped book, but they're quite beautiful images, and I think you could make it work in whatever you were doing. Some more arches with these climbing roses and things. Well, they're not roses, but they are. The romantic sort of princess image girl. Again, clear and on paper. So very beautiful. Garden architecture. Oh, I like that word, architecture. So that's gorgeous, like little rotundas. I'm having trouble turning the page. And the peaches and the pinks. You know, you would stick one in the corner, or, you know, I've been trying to think of how I would use them. I would just use them as decoration and then pair boxes, etc. to match. They do come with some boxes, and yes, these bullet points are quite large. Okay, so that's the size of the bullet point compared to a it doesn't want to come off the page. Come on, give me. Okay, so there's a Heather Kell bullet point size compared to one of these. They are quite large, you know, but it would make it easier to cut these in half. I cut these in half, but I struggle to get them, you know, dead center. So these would be easier to cut in half. Put this back in the book. Glad I had all of these books on my desk from other projects. The boxes are not the same size as Happy Planner boxes. Where's need a proper, okay. So there's your Happy Planner sized box. There is your Mr. Paper sized box. They're a little bit smaller. I don't have a box. I don't have a book with mini-sized boxes in it to match. So you would have to do some mixing and matching, etc., to make them work. But you've got 2 pages of the purple there. And then we've got these sort of antique 2 pages of these antique sort of old-fashioned label type stickers that are very beautiful that you could then use. And so now that we have all of the size comparisons, etc., out of the way, we'll just flip through to see. So this is afternoon coffee, and as you know, I'm not a coffee drinker, but I just loved the detail in the design of the images, which is what tends to lead me to believe that they're probably AI. But as I don't read Chinese, if I'm not giving credit to the artist, I am very sorry. Cookies. I love cookies. Subway cookies are my favourite. Here's an old-fashioned sort of coffee van, the original coffee van, coffee shop with cakes. So it's not all coffee. It's just, it's cool. I just liked it. I liked the brown hues. We've got some real sort of antique-y style stuff. I've never would have thought about putting cookies in a jar like that. Look at this old-fashioned combi van. That's cute. Here's like a bar or a coffee shop, and again, another bar or coffee shop. And as the previous book, on plain paper and on clear paper, coffee grinder. See, that could be a hot chocolate. Like, let's be honest, that could be a hot chocolate. And I drink hot chocolate. Or if you're not, I'm not a coffee drinker, but there's bound to be a couple of different holidays where it's Starbucks Day or Coffee Day, or, you could use them on that if you had nothing else planned for that week. Outdoor cafes. Or you could just make a spread. I've got coffee shop PET tape from Wrong. I still don't drink coffee. I just liked the images. I plan on doing a coffee spread. I love the fact that these are with books, because I like books. More cakes and cookies. So very cute. And again, we've got 2 pages of boxes with sort of a corresponding colour palette. Again, not the same size as Happy Planner boxes or bullets. And then back to having the vintage sort of label boxes. But I think they're cute too. And, if you were going to use this book or anything from this book, I'm sure you would use what you had. Now we're on to a blue. I didn't actually notice that this said birds and flowers when I bought it. I just bought it because it was blue, and my sister-in-law loves blue, and I thought this would be a book we could share. But the birds are really quite well imaged, whether they're drawn, created, photographed. I'll learn to use my words. They're very detailed. And they're very pretty. You could match them with quite a few things, but, they've got the florals, and I love the the background colours around the birds, the sprays of colour, and, you could use these as a decorative point. My book keeps sliding, sorry. But again, clear, and then paper. Like for me and Christine, if she wanted the paper ones, I'd take the clear ones. Or, if we were going to share the same book. I cannot tell you what type of bird they are. I do like the fact that, they're a bit mirror image. This bird and this bird look like it's the same kind of bird, different floral on the background, but you could have this one on the one side and this one on the other. So they're looking towards the center of your page, same as with these two. They're similar, these two. So there's lots of ways you could make that work. See, this one's sitting in a more of an autumn tree here. Well, I say tree, it's got leaves that look like they're turning. This looks like a hummingbird or something, but I don't know. But I don't know flowers, I don't know birds. That's not a hobby of mine. But I do like the detail and the floral. I still think these are hummingbirds because of the long beak and the way the wings look, but don't quote me. Or if you do know, let me know in the comments, nicely of course. Please don't be mean when you're giving me corrections, but this one's got hardly any floral on them. They're just the birds, and they're cute too. I know some people are scared of birds. Thank you, Alfred Hitchcock, for that. But they're so, I love the green sort of he nearly matches my fingernails, but you know, the bluey greens. And look at the colours of these boxes. These are gorgeous. Even if nothing else, if you don't use these boxes and dots with the birds, you could use them for other things. And again, we have the more vintage sort of gift label stamp kind of scrapbooking antiqued labels with some lines for writing. And then the pink one, and a lot of them were, like I said, I'm pretty sure it was just the pack of 4. I will go and look again when I've got more money to buy others. But this one, Fantasy Castle, being a medieval archer or a traditional archer using medieval style shooting and targets, and you know, we dressed up our clubhouse as a castle for our tournament, and that just the whole fairy tale castle thing really sort of tickled me when I seen it. And it's very romantic. Like, you've got these beautiful gilded coaches and, you know, a perfume or maybe a poison, I don't know, depending on how you want to look at it, or a potion with books and, you know, beautiful images. And of course, you've got your ladies, your princesses. You know, look, this one could be a Cinderella version. Look, it's a teacup. I love a teacup. I love the clocks and the cast. You know, this is just pure fantasy. You know, it's just, you know, romantic. And look at the crowns and the tea. Oh, you know, it really is just a get lost in the romance of a fantasy kingdom, which, you know, it's a fantasy castle book. This next page is my favorite. Check her out. Isn't she just divine? That dress is gorgeous. I wish I had her figure. I don't think she's a real person. Like, I don't think it's a photo, but it's just so, it puts you in the mind of old-time romance novels. And yeah, I adore this book with the tea sets and the carriages. And for a fantasy, something that's, you know, fantastical and stuff, you couldn't ask for much. Like, you know, these castles are floating in the clouds kind of thing. They're beautiful in colour, and, you know, it's not Disney, it's not Hogwarts, it's not anything. It's just beautifully imaginative castle designs. You know, we don't have a specific, oh, that's a Cinderella castle, or that's a Sleeping Beauty castle. It's just glorious. Look at this antique key with the florals and the harps, and this timepiece with the blue butterflies. And then we've got this one with the purple and this one with the grey. And they really are just delightful. And then we've got these clouds. You could put your castle on a cloud, you know, or whatever. I love these. These are just glorious. And, of course, the paper ones, if you wanted to, you could write on them. And then, of course, we have the boxes and the dots. And then we've got our antique sort of gift label-y stickers. And, yeah, I love all of these. My favourites are the pink and the purple one, because they're, you know, out of all of them, would be my favourite colour. They're not the same size as Happy Planner or the Kellever Plan Live Love Posh books, but, you know, they also weren't the same price as those books. You only get 20 pages, but that's still good enough if you had nothing else to use and you really wanted to buy some stickers, or it was your first time using stickers. This would probably be the way to go to learn how to do it. And I really loved it, and I wanted to share that with you. So if you like these, I will add the link from TEMU in the description so you can purchase them yourself. I would love to say something along the lines of I get a kickback or use my affiliate link or anything, but no, I don't have any of that. I just really liked these when I bought them, when I seen them, bought them, and when they arrived, I have fallen in love with them. And I hope you do too. So there you go. So that's from TEMU. Just a word of warning with TEMU. I do know there's a lot of people out there that say, oh, if you buy from TEMU, you will have your details hacked, etc. If you were going to buy from TEMU, etc., please use PayPal or Afterpay or something with a third-party payment system so that they can't get directly to your bank account. I don't blame TEMU themselves, the company themselves, but there are a lot of unscrupulous people out there. So let's stay safe from that by using a third-party payment system. That's all I'm going to say. I always use PayPal and or Afterpay for my purchases, and I have never, ever had a problem. Never had a problem. As always, if you like my content or you want to give me a comment or something, then I'm happy to respond to you. Please give me a like. Subscribe to my channel if you like this video. We'd love to see you back again. Thanks so much for being here today. And as always, be happy, be healthy, but most importantly, be you. Bye.